Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and I'm coming back at you with another Wargaming and miniature video. In today's video, we're going to continue on with our What's in the Box series. And in this series, this video, we're going to be looking at the Italian Army. This is the Italian Army 30-figure, 28mm multi-pose figures for the early and mid-war. It's basically Italian infantry. They call it Italian Army and black shirts, but it's World War II Italian infantry by Warlord Games for their game Bolt Action. All right, let's take a look at the box here. It looks like I'm going to get a decal sheet, enough plastic components to make 30 Italian infantry miniatures. Includes host of options, command modes, etc. Options for M33 steel helmets and the M1935 pith helmet and Bastina caps and black shirt fezzes. Okay. Weapons include the M91 41 rifle, the M91 38 Caracino cavalry carbine, the M38A Beretta submachine gun, the M38 Caracano carbine, the M1934 Beretta pistol, the Beretta M30 light machine gun, and combat knives. So there's a lot of different weapon options. Plus, you're going to get plastic bases and an assembly leaflet. But let's take a look at some history real quick. From what Warlord Games is posting. Italy began its military expansion in 1920s. They invaded France in 1940. Italian soldiers were already bloodied from World War II, would bring them to the freezing cold of the Eastern Front and the rough terrain of Greece. The war did not end for the Italian soldier even after signing the armistice. They would fight on both sides of the conflict. They fought in a brutal civil war. The equipment was generally reliable. It was occasionally outdated. The officers were careless with their men's conditions, but when properly led, Italian soldiers fought well. Okay, I'm skipping some lines. While propaganda would paint the Italians as cowards, their allies and foes respected them for bravery even in unwinnable situations. So these plastic figures can be built to represent Italian regular army, as well as their specialists, like the Carabinieri, the Granatieri, or the fascist Comical Neri, the black shirts. Helmets and caps further allow for temperate or tropical troops to be built, so you can field this army in a dusty desert of North Africa, the islands of the Mediterranean, the harsh cold of Russia, or the Italian home front. Okay. Then it gives you some Vallejo model colors. These are not all the colors you need to paint these figures. I can tell you right now, they use like a German gray-green. It's not field gray. It looks almost like field gray, but it's like a gray-green or it might even be an olive gray. But it should also have like a slight blue tone to it, like like Space Wolf Gray from Games Workshop, but not that light. It should be, I don't know if you can see this on there, but doing a little research, it looks like they should be kind of a blue-gray. Maybe not as much as a Luftwaffe gray, but close to that. And this is only like equipment color. Maybe the camouflage. Yeah, this would be their camouflage smock if they had any. And this box doesn't look like they have any, except for maybe, oh, that's not a camouflage smock either. Okay, well, let's open it up, take a look what the sprues look like. All right, first thing I notice is I get a little leaflet here. Shows me what their helmet emblems should be. It also shows me the sleeve insignia. It shows me the officer cuff insignia. And it shows me the black shirt cuff insignia. A tropical uniform. A black shirt uniform. Yeah, this says Army Painter Wolf Gray 50%, German Field Gray 50%. Okay, base coat for uniforms. Okay, that seems like a correct color. Okay, and then right here we got paint rifle with flat brown, gun mask, gas mask, bags, and flesh, boots, puttees. Okay, the puttees I think are the leg wraps from knee to ankle. And helmets and ammo boxes. German camo dark green. Okay, I might disagree with some of these colors that they're recommending. Okay. All right, we got a bunch of bases. There's 25, 30. Okay, that's reasonable. We get some really fine, super small decals. And this was packed by Morella. Yeah, those decals are super tiny. Okay. I'm going to just go out on a limb. And there's 5 sprues of troops. Each sprue is probably exactly the same. With 6 figures per sprue, getting a total of 30. That's a Warlord Games kind of standard operating procedure. Yep, they all look exactly the same. Let's put them off to the side. Let's just take a look at one of these sprues, and you and I will both know you get 5 of them. Okay, so if there's only 6 figures on here, look how many different heads you get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 different heads for 6 guys. And I suspect you're looking at helmets, soft caps, that's regular Army. And then you got the fez. Okay, there's like a German soft cap and an Italian soft cap. And then these are like desert pith helmets. So I would say, depending on the type of troop, you're going to have enough heads. Okay, and there are 6 bodies. And they look like they're in your standard World War II soldier poses from like the Germans, because you got this guy kneeling, you got a wide stance, you got leaning forward, you got walking, you got a guy kind of 1 foot up and then the other foot up. Okay, so you get a pretty good selection. Packs, gas mask packs, Not sure what that is. Maybe a radio. Looks like a backpack of some kind. Some of these look like musette bags from paratroopers from the Americans. Various rifles, slung, firing. You got binoculars in this guy's hand. You got a map in this guy's hand. That looks like a light machine gun. Submachine gun. That looks like a light machine gun as well. But maybe over the guy's shoulder. So he's just carrying it over his shoulder where this guy's carrying it down here where he's firing it. Okay, and then you got your standard slung rifle. Got some entrenching tools. Got some combat knives. A lot of options. Not sure what that guy's holding in his hand. Looks like a magazine that might go in a light machine gun. No, wait. Those are the combat knives. What are these? A different type of combat knife. Maybe a bayonet style combat knife. I'm going to have to double check that when we zoom in. I notice there's nobody prone, which is good. And you got a guy carrying an ammo can, obviously for the machine gun. Not sure what that is. Let's see what they say that is. That is number 8. Number 8 is the light machine gun loader backpack with spare barrels. Okay, so that's a backpack for your assistant gunner. Okay, in that case, what is number 3? 3 is a dagger. And in that case, what is number 40? A bayonet. Okay, so you got dagger and bayonet. All right, well, let's zoom in and take a look at these. All right, so let's start at the top here. Pouch. Goggles. Yep, maybe for the desert. These are the daggers. A bipod. Looks like a dagger in a hand. These are not sidearms. These are gas mask canisters, if I know my stuff. Here, hang on. Yep, that's a gas mask bag. These are just like musette bags, storage bags. That's that ammo assistant gunner's backpack. Pointing ammo can. More bags. That looks like more ammo for the machine gun. And then that's the machine gun that the guy's carrying it over his shoulder. And that's the machine gun where it looks like he's got it at his hip or cross arm where he's firing it. And then here are your bodies. Got some pretty good detail on those. Nice long rifles. Carbine, kneeling. That's the other leg with the little wraps. Binoculars, pistol, map. And then it comes down to the heads. You got these pith helmets. You got these fezzes. You got a mix. That kind of looks like a German hat. And then the Italian soft caps. Another pith. And then over here you're looking at the The helmets, yep, they all have little studs in them. A little ammo pouch. Guys yelling. Look at this guy. Look at that face. And then entrenching tools, a pistol, and then the bayonets. Let's take a look at the backside. Start at the top. Daggers, goggles. I mean, these are all hollow. You would expect that. You're not going to see them. There's the hand on the dagger, a bipod, ammo can, pointing. There's the backpack with the shoulder straps, right? And then looks like a grenade maybe. The back of the torsos, they got their canteen, so you don't have to glue a canteen on. That's good. Bottom of their boots are detailed. That's good as well. I don't know why I like that. Okay. The other side of the heads. Rifles. Helmets. Pith helmets, entrenching tools, daggers. No, bayonets. Alright guys, well that is a what's in the box for the Italian Army. My commission, he just said do an Italian Army, so I'm assuming he wants the helmets and the Italians. He didn't say anything about the desert or post-war black shirts or anything. He basically just wants the Italian Army. So it's going to be that gray color. Alright guys, I will see you in the next video. Also, once I get all the Italians finished, I'll post a video where you get to see what they look like assembled and painted. Alright, I'll catch you in the next video.